If you have an $800,000 budget to buy a home here in the Raleigh-Triangle area, you're probably feeling ecstatic, and you should. 800 grand is a serious amount of purchasing power, but there is a massive reality check for out-of-state buyers who get completely caught off guard right now. In this market, $800,000 buys you two completely different lifestyles and two completely different asset classes, depending on which direction you drive down US 1 or the 540 loop. Now, if you point your car toward Cary, $800,000 is actually entry level for the single family housing market. You're looking at older, dated properties that need a massive injection of cash just to modernize, or townhomes with zero yard space. But if you drive just 20 minutes south down to Fuquay-Varina, that exact same dollar amount transforms you into an absolute king. We're talking sprawling custom estates, massive lots, and high-end luxury finishes that would easily cost you well over $1.2 million in Cary. What's going on, guys? Hey, it's RJ Hoggard with the Hoggard Group, powered by KW Legacy, and today we are putting these two powerhouse towns into a side-by-side battle. No real estate fluff here, no sugarcoating. We're just looking at square footage, the neighborhood vibes, and commute times, and most importantly, the investment data. Now, by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly which town protects your net worth and fits your family's lifestyle, because the truth is honestly pretty shocking. There's a reason why Cary is consistently ranked one of the absolute best places to live in the entire country. The schools are elite, the park system is world-class, and if you look or work into tech or biotech, your commute to Research Triangle Park is incredibly easily, usually under 20 minutes. Now, let's look at the raw reality of what $800,000 actually gets you here. Now, if you want a traditional single-family detached home in Cary for 800 grand, you're looking at established neighborhoods in Central or South Cary built in the late 80s or 90s. Think communities like Lockmere near Regency Park. Now, on paper, sounds great. Maybe 2,400 to 2,800 square feet, 4 bedrooms, and a beautifully wooded lot. But when you step inside, you're inheriting 25-year-old floor plans. You're talking closed-off kitchens, honey oak cabinets, original Formica countertops, and potentially polybutylene plumbing lines that you'll have to tear out. Now, let's look at this through an investor's lens. My team and I have been building the Hoggard Group since 2011, and we have flipped over 20 homes right here in the Triangle and the surrounding areas. And when I walk through a typical 1990s Cary home at this price point, I don't see a house, I see a massive line item renovation budget. Now, if you want to pull down these outdated walls to create the open concept layout everyone wants today, you're looking at $5,000 to $10,000 just for structural engineering and framing. Now, to scrape the textured popcorn ceilings across a 2,500 square foot house, paint the walls, and replace the worn out carpet with modern wide plank engineered hardwood floor, you're looking at $15,000 to $20,000. And now let's don't forget the big ticket items. If the kitchen still has the original honey oak cabinets and older appliances, a mid-range kitchen remodel with clean quartz countertops and new cabinetry will easily run you $25,000, $30,000, even $40,000. Now, if you find polybutylene plumbing lines during the home inspection, repiping the entire house to modern PEX plumbing is another $6,900 to $8,000 to $12,000, and suddenly your $800,000 purchase requires an immediate $40,000, $50,000, even $60,000 renovation project just to bring it up to 21st century standards. Now, what if you want something brand new or completely turnkey in Cary for $800,000 so you can avoid the headache of remodeling? Well, you're likely moving to West Cary, where you're almost certainly buying a townhome or a detached villa on a lot so small you can high-five your neighbor through the kitchen window. Yes, you can get the pristine white quartz countertops, the stainless steel appliances, and the massive main suite, but you sacrifice privacy completely, and your hefty HOA dues will eat into your long-term wealth building. Now, in Cary, $800,000 buys you a premium location and an unmatched lifestyle, but it forces you to compromise heavily on the actual brick and mortar asset. Now, let's flip the script here and let's take that exact same $800,000 pre-approval letter. Let's hop on newly completed 540 extension and head down south to Fuquay. For decades, people considered Fuquay-Varina way out in the country. But over the last few years, the growth here has been absolutely explosive. And when you look at the housing stock available at our price point, it will blow your mind. In Fuquay-Varina, $800,000 doesn't just buy you a starter home, it buys you a premier executive estate. We're talking 3,500 to 4,000 square feet of highly upgraded or custom-built living space. Instead of a cramped 90s kitchen that you have to spend 30 grand, 40 grand, 50 grand to fix, you get a massive chef's kitchen already completed with custom floor-to-ceiling cabinetry, a hidden walk-in pantry, gas cooking, and a 10-foot quartz island. You get 3-car garages, finished 3 floors, massive bonus rooms, and extensive custom trim work. But the ultimate differentiator? The land. In Cary, an $800,000 home might sit on 1/10 of an acre if you're lucky. For Fuquay, you can easily find premier properties sitting on 1/2 acre to a full acre of flat, usable land. You've dreamed of building a backyard oasis, putting in a custom pool, or just having space where your kids and dogs can run around without staring directly at your neighbor's siding? Fuquay wins by a landslide. But in addition to that, you get that district historic downtown vibe with incredible local breweries, coffee shops, Mineral Springs Park that give the town a ton of unique North Carolina character. To make this incredibly simple, let's look at the hard data side by side. Now, if we take an average $800,000 property in both markets today, here is how they stack up across the board. In Cary, the average home age at this price point is 20 to 35 years old compared to 0 to 5 years old in Fuquay, where you are often getting brand new construction. For square footage, Cary offers 2,200 to 2,600 square feet, while Fuquay gives you 3,500 to over 4,200 square feet. Lot sizes in Cary average 1/10 to under 1/5 of an acre. In Fuquay, you're looking at over 1/3 of an acre up to a full acre. Condition-wise, Cary will likely need updating and renovations, whereas Fuquay is completely move-in ready with high-end luxury finishes. And finally, price per square foot in Cary sits around $320 to over $360, while Fuquay drops drastically to between $190 and $230. Look at these numbers. In Fuquay-Varina, your cost per square foot drops drastically, and you're getting nearly double the house and quadruple the land for the exact same monthly mortgage. But, and this is a massive but, real estate is never about the house. It's about the lifestyle and the long-term investment strategy. And this is where the comparison gets tricky because there are 2 hidden costs most people don't factor in until it's too late. First, let's talk about time. Time is the one asset you can never buy back. If you live in Cary and work in RTP or downtown Raleigh, your daily commute is a breeze. But if you live in Fuquay-Varina, even with the 540 expansion easing up the traffic, you are looking at a solid 35 to 45 minute commute each way during rush hour. You have to ask yourself, is having an extra 1,500 square feet of house worth spending an extra 5 to 7 hours a week sitting in your car? For some families, that answer is absolutely, but for others, it's a deal breaker. Second, let's look at this through the investor's lens. Cary has virtually no land left to build on. It's almost entirely landlocked, and from an appreciation standpoint, restricted supply plus infinite demand equals incredible long-term equity growth. Fuquay-Varina still has room to expand. While its growth is rapid, it doesn't have that same structural supply ceiling that Cary has, which can shift how your equity builds over a 10-year cycle. So how do you actually make the choice? Well, it really comes down to identifying which stage of life you are in and what your core values are. Choose Cary if you value proximity above everything else. If you want to be minutes from top schools, world-class healthcare, elite dining, and a 15-minute drive to RDU International Airport. If you're okay with sacrificing yard space and modern finishes to secure a highly resilient location asset, Cary is your winner. Now, choose Fuquay-Varina if you want your home to be your sanctuary. If you work from home permanently, need dedicated dual offices, or want space for extended family, or absolutely demand a large yard with space between you and your neighbors. If you want true luxury living today without having to spend $1.5 million to get it, Fuquay is hands down where your money needs to go. Navigating a hyper-local market like the Raleigh-Triangle area takes a real strategy. A home on one side of Wake County can give you a completely different life experience than one just 10 minutes or 20 minutes down the road. That's exactly what we do here at the Hoggard Group. Our team has over 22 years of combined real estate experience, and we have built our business on the core principle that when you do business with us, you become part of our family. Our goal is never just a single transaction. No, it is a lifelong relationship. And we don't just find you 4 walls and a roof. We help you at a macro level. Develop plans, evaluate the true costs of renovations, protect your hard-earned money so you can make confident wealth-building decisions. In fact, there have been plenty of times where we have looked at a property with a client, told them straight up, do not buy this house because the investment fundamentals just don't make sense for your future. If you're planning a move to Cary, Fuquay-Varina, Apex, Holly Springs, Mooresville, or even in the Raleigh area, please don't figure this out alone based on Zillow photos. Shoot us a text, give us a call at 919-809-2220, or click the link right down there in the description below to set up a quick, no-pressure discovery call with our team. We'd love to welcome you to the Hoggard Group family. Now, if you found this breakdown helpful, do me a massive favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. If you had an $800,000 budget right now, are you buying the premier location in Cary, or are you taking the luxury space in Fuquay? Let me know your thoughts. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm RJ Hoggard with the Hoggard Group and KW Legacy, and we'll see you in the next video.